Alright, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be going over how to replace a door on your in your house. My particular door, if you want to change it to a different style or whatever the case may be, or the door got broken somehow, or you own a bunch of properties and you want to know how to place the hinges and how that works. So I'm going to show you this little kit here I bought at Home Depot. It's a RYOBI, and it's a door hinge kit. Just kind of want to show you what it comes with. It has some instructions on how to do it. I use a speed square, a pencil, and here's my old hinge, and here's my tape measure. But what you do is you measure the size of your door hinge, and on this kit you set it up. See where it says 3.5 inches? That's the width of my door hinge. And what I want to show you too is, so once you get that set up, this thing moves and adjusts to the different sizes of door hinges that you may have. And this is a little piece that comes with this that fits right here. And I'll show you another piece that comes with a drill bit and a bit for your take your door handle off or whatever, or use your screws to screw the hinges back in. But I'll show you how to install this and how it works. There's also a bit that goes on your Dremel tool, which I have it outside right now. I did do one already just so I know what the heck I'm doing before I do this video. But there's the door hinge that I did put on this door. Kind of want to show you what I did. Alright, what I did is, you can see this is my door. You can see the gap up here on the top. And so what I did is I stuck my foot underneath the door, or you can use a tool or whatever you have, and you want to kind of get the right placement of the door. So I know my hinge, what length it is, and so what I did was I got the height of the door where I wanted it. You want to make sure there's room for the carpet to go underneath it, so you don't have to trim the bottom of it, and make sure that there's room for it to close. So I marked the center of the door hinge on the door casing on each one of them, and then I took a pencil and that speed square and I put it across the front and marked each one of these pieces of the door. Now I want to show you too what I did over here is where this door, there's also going to be a door handle, and you can see where I marked it. What I did is I took a door handle off of one of my doors to measure, so I could see what size of hole I needed and how far away I needed it from the edge, from here to here. This is the size of hole I need, and there's the center, and I use a speed square to do that. So once you get that all marked up, you could probably take it down to a door shop if you wanted to. If you have a template of your door and your template's good, you can take this down to a door shop, and you can take your old door down there and they'll match it up with your new door. That way you don't have to go through this. But if you don't have a template to go by, then you're going to have to do what I'm doing. So we'll go outside and I'll show you how to set this thing up on the door hinge to cut it out. Now we're outside. I want to kind of show what it looks like when it's on the door. You can see I did one already. But this is my router, and depending on the thickness of your hinge, you need to set that. So what you do is you take your router, and my particular hinge was 3.5, and it wasn't super thick. So if you have a really thick hinge, you can see that you can adjust that router for the depth, and it's pretty cool. You have this little tool to help you do that. So once you get that depth set on your router, kick it over here. You can see where I marked it, and I found the center of it, and then I marked the edges so I know where to set this thing. So it goes right there. So I go ahead and screw this on. Make sure you get your hinges in the right direction. You don't want them going the wrong way. Let's make sure I get this thing set right. Kind of a cool little tool. You want to make sure these are right or won't line up on your door. So I'm going to go ahead and set this camera down and I'll show you how to do it. Alright, now that we got this set at the right height, well, I'm going to go ahead and put this in my fixture, and I'll show you what it looks like when we're routering it. Alright, that's it. Now, what you do is you take your fixture, move it over to your next one. We'll get that one done. Make sure you line it up in the center. Make sure you got your hinge going in the right direction. We'll do the same thing. Alright, we'll show you what it looks like. So now we're ready to, we're going to go ahead and drill the door holes. And I'll show you how to do that. I'm not like I said, I'm not an expert on this, but I'll show you how to do that. Alright, we're going to drill this out. And the first thing you want to do for your door handle is you want to drill this right here. So I'm going to go ahead and drill that, and I'll show you what that looks like after it's drilled. Alright, that's what my hole looks like. On this drill bit that I used, or for this hole saw, it wasn't deep enough, so make sure when you get a hole saw for it, if that's what you're going to do, you get the right depth. You can see on this, I'll show you, it's just not, you want something that you can go through all the way through. So what I had to do is I had to continue to drill the hole all the way through. I used a drill bit, and then I drilled back from the back side. So anyway, they probably have them kits that you can purchase that will do a better job than I did, but that's what I did, in case you have the same problem I did. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and drill the center of this for the doorknob, so the door handle can go through and hit the striker plate. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll show you what it looks like. So this is a drill bit kit that I have too, and you can see that if I would have had one for that size, it would have drilled it all the way through. So anyway, this is what I'm going to use to install the other part of my door handle hole, and I'll show you what it looks like when I get done. Alright, what I did to get this in there, and I took my router and I just traced this on there, and then I just routed it out by hand. You don't really need a template for that, but I'm sure there are templates out there and things you can use to maybe get a little bit better. But that's it, and we'll go ahead and put it on and see what it looks like. Alright, you can see we got the door installed. Was this little kit worth it by RYOBI? I think so. Okay, just for a reminder what I used. For my door handle, the main big hole was 2 1/8, and for the other part I used about a 13/16. And I kind of wanted to show you something real quick. You can see how they lined up pretty dang good. The inside of the door turned out good, lined up with the original hinges. If you have a hard time with your door shutting, let's say it hits up here at the top or at the bottom or something like that, sometimes I've seen these door guys, they'll take a bigger screw, like a 2 1/2 inch, 3 inch screw, they'll remove the old screw, and you can see that's what I had to do at the top here. It was just a little bit off and I couldn't get the door to shut right exactly, so I put this longer screw at the top and tightened it in, and it moved the door over just enough so it shut. So that's it. Well, I hope you liked this video. Was the RYOBI kit worth it? Absolutely. Like I said, your best bet is if you have the original door, just take it down to a door shop. They'll match it up for your hinges and it'll turn out perfect and you won't have to hassle with that. But if you don't, you can use that kit and it should work like a champ for you. Anyway, if you like this video and it helped you out, please like and subscribe and comment below if you have any questions. Talk to you next time.